little tap of Lust, maybe 3 or 4 taps, whatever I just did. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got a video for y'all today all about this beautiful palette right here. This is the Ace Beauty Blossom Passion palette. So I heard about this palette through Angelica Nyquist, I think is how you say her last name, here on YouTube. She's talked about these palettes before, and she is just like the queen of amazing, colorful makeup looks. So she totally inspired me to purchase this palette and also just play with makeup today. Play with colorful makeup specifically. And I just had a blast. I love how this all came together, and I think it's just a lot of fun. So yeah, anywho, we're gonna be chatting about this palette today, and we're gonna be talking about the pricing. We'll look at the packaging, we'll look at some swatches. I'll let you guys know what I think about the formula of these shadows and how they are to work with, and my overall thoughts and opinions on this palette. And then I will also show you a tutorial on how I did this fun, bright, colorful look right here. So yeah, let's get to it. So the price of this palette is $34.99 individually, or you can purchase the Paradise Collection, which includes 4 different palettes. You can purchase that bundle for $114.99. So either $114.99 for 4 palettes or $34.99 for the 1 palette individually. This is what the outside sleeve looks like. So pretty. I just love the pink. It just makes me smile. It's so girly and happy and bright and fun. This is what the actual palette looks like. Again, just bright and beautiful. It is a sturdy cardboard packaging. Doesn't feel like super fancy or anything, but it's really pretty to look at, and I think it's definitely very functional. And then you open it up. One thing also, wanted to mention this, that I really like about the packaging is that it's very thin. It's not bulky, it doesn't take up a lot of space, so I just really appreciate that. I think that's a nice little detail to it. There is a mirror in here, and then as far as what you get in this palette, this is just a beautiful, bright, colorful pink and red palette. And I just think it's something different. That's why I love it so much. You know, there's a lot of warm tones out there, but they're more coppery or rusty or something in that family. This is more like you've got some oranges, but then you've got some pinks. So I guess you're really moving into cool tones in here as well. So it's just that it almost looks like a Valentine's palette or something. It just so makes me happy, makes me smile. I love the collection of colors in this palette. But of course, you have to like these sort of colors to enjoy this kind of a palette. But I love it. So that's what's in here. Now for some swatches. I mean, can you even deal? Look how amazing those are. Okay, top left side of the palette. This is Gardenia, Peony, Dahlia, Carnation, Orchid, Red Rose. Bottom row of the palette, this is Eros, Love, Beauty, Lust, Seduction. This one looks like a black in the pan, but it is a super dark, plummy sort of a color. It's really kind of unexpected, really beautiful. And then this one is Desire, such a unique color. So there's just unique in this palette. Colors that you don't see over and over in the beauty world. Now let's talk about the formula on these shadows and how they are to work with and my overall thoughts and impressions on this palette. So these are pretty soft shadows, especially the mattes, and some of them are softer than others, so they do kick up a lot of product in the pan, and you do get fallout on your face. I mean, I did try to tap off my brush and tried to minimize that as much as possible, and I thought I controlled it pretty well, but I did have to clean up my under eyes because I did still have fallout under there. But all that being said, even with the fallout situation and them being soft shadows that take a little bit of extra tweaking and adjustment when working with them, I love this palette. I absolutely love it. I found the shadows easy to blend, easy to work with, pigmented, and just really, really beautiful looking on the eyes. I love the color scheme of this. I love how it looks on the eyes. I love that it looks vibrant in the pan and then vibrant on the eyes as well. It really translates onto your eyes like it looks in the pan, and it's just a beautiful palette. So you may have to do some tweaking. You probably will have to do some tweaking when you're working with these shadows because they are a soft formula. But I think that if you like this color scheme, I think you'll love this palette because it just performs beautifully on the eyes and you end up with a really pretty eye look. So I love it. I think it's something different. I think it's beautiful. And I just think it's fun. So I'm loving this palette. So that's my overall thoughts and impressions on it. So now we're gonna get to the tutorial on this look. Let's get to it. Okay, so I've already applied some eyeshadow primer and set that. So I'm gonna start with Gardenia just to start getting a little bit of color into my crease. I'm using a Cozette S175 brush, tapping off and just building this up. Now using that same brush, I'm going to get some of Dahlia and apply that kind of in the same area, keeping it slightly lower and then blending upwards. I'm going to take this brush. This is a Chique Eyeshadow BQ105 something or other. And I'm going to get Love on that brush, and I'm going to pack this all over my lid and blend this into my crease and bring it into my crease a little bit. Just lots of pink. That is so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to get some of Desire. I don't know why I said it like that. Desire on a small crease brush. And I'm going to put some of this in my outer corner just to get a little bit more red in this look. You know what, I'm also going to tap into Red Rose too. So a little bit of Desire, a little bit of Red Rose. Going in with my first blending brush, this fluffier brush. I'm just doing some blending to kind of bring these colors up a little bit. Now on that same brush that I used for that hot pink, I'm going to get some of this shade, which is Eros. Get that on there. And I want to first show y'all what it looks like just by itself. So there it is by itself. I really have gotten in the habit of just with shimmery shadows, metallic-y shadows, either using my fingers or most of the time just using a setting spray to really kick them up a notch. Like I just pretty much do that with every single brand now. So just going to apply this all over my lid pretty much and just kind of not going all the way out into that red, but getting almost to it. So fun. So now I'm going to get some of Peony on a Real Techniques small detailer brush. Getting some of that on there, tapping off my brush. Gonna spray it and I'm gonna put some of this on kind of the inner thirds of my eyes and then also in the inner corners of my eyes just to get that nice bright pop. I'm gonna clean up my brow bone with just a little bit of a, I think this is matte. It might be actually satin, just a matte-ish cream shade. That is so, so fun. I'm going to get a little tap of Lust, maybe 3 or 4 taps, whatever I just did, and put that right in my outer corner. I want just a little bit more dimension there. I mean, I am barely touching, just to slowly get that built up there. Now I'm going to apply some liner and mascara to my upper lash line and upper lashes. So I'm going to use my Kat Von D Tattoo Liner and my IT Cosmetics Superhero. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. I went ahead and applied some concealer and some powder. So for my lower lash line, I'm going to start with this pink Sephora pencil. This is probably old, but it's the pink liner that I have to use. This is the Sephora Contour Eye Pencil 12-Hour Wear in Romantic Comedy. So I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line. And I'm going to go over that with a little combination of Love and Eros. Because I want it to be pink, like just kind of match the liner is what I'm going for. So kind of dipping between the two, rotating my brush in it. I'm going to spray my brush, tap off my brush, spray my brush, and then just run this along my lower lash line, leaving the very inner part blank for now. Soften that a little bit with my ugly looking concealer brush. I wiped off my brush, and now I'm going to take that really light, bright shade Peony and apply some of that on the inner part of my lower lash line, and then also add a little bit more to the inner corners of my eyes. And now I'm just going to finish off with some CoverGirl Clump Crusher on my lower lashes, and I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup. Alright guys, so that wraps up this video. So I hope that you really enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful for you. Please do a thumbs up if it was. Let me know down below if you've tried this brand. What do you think about it? What is your favorite product from them? Or if you haven't, what do you think about these colors? Do you think they're kind of fun, different, a little bit out of the comfort zone? Let me know your thoughts down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!